The six-goal game is an activity for coaches working with players in the second and third stages of development for children approximately 6 to 11 years old. The primary themes of the six-goal game are dribbling and turning, passing, receiving, and attacking and defending as individuals. Please refer to the competency matrix available as a download from the curriculum menu. Competency include dribbling, turning, feint, beating and escaping an opponent, passing over a short distance, and receiving the ball with the feet.
The six-goal game is an excellent activity to end a training session on. As you notice, you're going to put the players into 3 teams of 4. 2 teams will be playing 4 versus 4 in the middle of the field, and then 1 team can be out on the side as bumpers. Your field size can vary, but it's a good idea to have it at least 35 yards long by about 30 wide, with your goals set about 2 yards apart on the end lines. So you'll have 3 goals on one side and then 3 goals on the other side. This is also a game called Boss of the Balls, and so your coach is going to be in control and playing the balls in. As we see here, it's a simple pass into one of the players who can use a move to beat the defender and go to goal. In the second phase of the activity, the game can get a little more complex. It starts out the same way, but now we're going to see that the coach can engage players that aren't as active as others. So normally the coach would play a ball in, and the player would look to attack and try and score in one of the goals. However, if the coach notices that a player isn't very active or hasn't gotten the ball very much, they can play an additional ball in to that player. This player is then playing a ball at the same time as the other one is in play. In this activity, we see here that the bumpers are used to try and keep the game going. And because the kids are still young at this age, they're more of just trying to play a ball in than maybe being as active as they would at an older age. The big consideration in this game and what you're really looking on focusing is the 6 goals allows players to be rewarded if they start to dribble towards one goal and it's not on because there's a defender. The player has the opportunity to possibly change direction and go to an additional goal and still score. In the third phase, we can tweak the activity a little bit. It's the same concept on the inside of this field, but you'll notice our bumpers have moved to the outside and are now acting as gatekeepers. We've really worked on vision with young players, and so this now allows players to have to even be a little more focused than they might have been in previous activities. These players are moving along the sidelines, along the touch lines, and they're closing off the gate by stepping forward. So now, as this player is dribbling, the gatekeeper down here can step in and close off that gate, and so our dribble would have to either go one way or the other to score. So it makes this game a little bit harder, but it also really allows players to work on that vision and that ball control. If they see that a gate's closed, can they stop the ball, change direction, and either penetrate on a dribble another way or possibly engage another player with the pass. Now let's see tactics bring this game alive. We're seeing the coaches just playing that ball in, and the players are able to knock the ball around and then attack different goals. In this view, it's a little bit different. We see them getting that bumper player involved, and now we see them able to score through that center goal. Now in this activity, same thing, but our gatekeepers are on the sides, closing off those gates, and we can see that they're going to move and step onto the field to eliminate that as an option. So players really have to think and get their head up. If it's not on, what is the other option? Where is that other open goal? The 6-goal game is an excellent derivation of loss of the ball game. The big thing with this activity is you want to make sure you're getting as many players involved as possible, so you can play more than one ball in at a time, so that multiple players are being engaged. And also, you really want to make sure, because the coach has control of the ball, you're looking to play that ball into maybe players that are hiding in that 4v4 game and not getting involved as much. If you're looking to make this activity more challenging, instead of having those players on the sidelines as the bumper, put them on the end lines like we saw there and have them be that gatekeeper so they can kind of close that gate off and make the players have to find other options. And finally, if you're looking to make it less challenging, try and put another player in the middle so you can play numbers up. It can be the coach. You can have two of the players from the team resting come on as neutrals, but that way it will give the attacking team numbers up and a little more of an advantage and ability to keep possession and be more effective on the attack.
We hope you enjoyed coaching the 6-goal game. Remember to email your questions and we'll address them in our live edition of the NSCAA's Coaches Clinic.